Hello, everyone. This is Giselle,
I'm Dan.
and today we want to talk about relationships. And I'm so sorry, it's living with this guy is a real crack up. And so let me try to gather myself here.
What you're talking
Anyway, so we wanted to talk about relationships, and um, everyone or most everyone has been through some kind of a relationship, not necessarily positive, or a lot of times we've gone through relationships that have been painful and hurtful. Um, the way I look at it is there is never a loss as far as a waste of time because we always can glean something from past relationships. If anything, a lot of times people might think, sorry, I still have tears in my eyes from laughing so hard. A lot of times people will think, well, it was a horrible experience. Okay, and I'm not doubting that sometimes it is the case. It can be very painful, very hurtful. But if anything, you can glean from
Learn
it.
something from it.
Yeah, strength, wisdom, or if anything, knowing what you don't want and what you will no longer tolerate. Okay, so I wanted to cover some things that we do in our relationship, and I think I've learned after 60 some odd years. I feel like I've gotten a little wiser, a little smarter about things. And one of the things is don't go to bed angry. Um, that can bring like a wedge between you and your relationship, and things brew in your head, and you have all these things go on like, you don't understand what's going on. Why'd they get mad at me? What did I do? Just all sorts of stories can.
I've been in relationships where I would ask, something's different, what's going on? Look, you can't figure it out. I'm not going to tell you. That didn't help.
That's not communicating. No.
You should just know. Well, no, I don't know.
Well, that would be nice if we could all read minds, and sometimes we can, but not always. So that's why we have a mouth to communicate. And but it does put a wedge between you, the relationship. So, and I've been there too, where you go to bed, you're not discussing things, there's hurt feelings, and I mean, I've gone to bed crying before, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's experienced that, but that's just one of the things that happen when you don't communicate. So, if you want to strengthen your relationship, always communicate, and you want to talk things out instead of you don't want to point fingers or blame. And I think maybe some of the important things is everybody wants to be heard and everybody wants to be understood. And if you're not sure what someone's trying to communicate with you, what would you suggest?
There were things, if you can write things down, if you get too emotional trying to speak, write them down. If that doesn't help, get a neutral third party. And I don't mean, one of your best friends, probably someone that's a licensed therapist, because the best friend may take one side or the other because it's someone's friend is more of a friend than the other.
Yeah, yeah. Also, if you're in the middle of an argument or something, things are heated, your emotions are out of control. Chances are, and since everything's energy and we are within each other's energy, whenever we're having miscommunications or misunderstandings, you can't think straight. So that's a good time to go time out and go to your corners.
Find your words.
Yeah, have some time to yourself, gather your thoughts, cool down, and then try to communicate. And there is a difference between men and women. And that being said, we're not just speaking gender, we're talking about male energy and female energy. So I like to talk about that because there are same-sex relationships, but there's still everyone has male and female energy, the yin yang energy.
Some of it may be stronger one way and the other.
Yeah, and then in same-sex marriages or relationships, not necessarily marriages, but in relationships, one side is going to be stronger than the other. the masculine and feminine. Speaking in the way of, well, using energies, everything is energy. The male energy is the masculine, the warrior, the protector, the provider. And usually in that situation, the thought is to kind of go into your cave and be alone and think about how am I going to fix this. It's Go ahead.
I just thought of something in that thought process and that thread. Men don't take this attitude, I'm the man that's going to go my way because I'm the man. Just because you're the man doesn't mean you're right. Testosterone does not make you right. It doesn't make you better.
That's true. And there are some women that are higher in testosterone too, so they have more of that masculine aspect, and that it holds true there. It's You're in a relationship for a reason. That doesn't mean one's more dominant and should manipulate the other one. It's about communication and working together in unison. It doesn't mean everything's going to be 50-50. There's going to be
from one moment to the next,
sure.
60-40.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay. I mean, we're individuals, so there's going to be things are going to be, like you said, it's not going to always be 50-50. With the female energy, the feminine goddess energy, there's the nurturing aspect, the healer, the nurturer, the caregiver. And with women or the female energy, it's more about discussing, talking it out, trying to make things better, calmer, peaceful. Both of those sides are just as important. But still, I think we each need to go individually off to our own little space, collect ourselves, and then come together in a calmer atmosphere, I guess, so you can communicate more clearly and there's less. You're coming from a more compassionate space, loving space, instead of angry and blame and upset.
Articulate your thoughts. That's something I've been learning to do through the years. It's not just this ball of anger that you're looking at. Oftentimes you see that the cartoon character gets angry and over the little thought bubble is just a scribble. Sometimes that's the way I feel. There's just this ball of scribble and I just can't. It's just anger, frustration, angst. If you can articulate what you're feeling and trying to get across instead of getting mad and just I'm not talking about it, which isn't going to make anything any better.
You can't think straight when you're in that space.
And like I said, if you're having trouble finding your words, go to someone who can help you learn how to express yourself better. I don't mean an English teacher.
Right. And and that being said, you've got to realize that you got two different people from different backgrounds with different experiences, different emotional, different mental stuff that they've dealt with, and not just in past relationships, but even growing up. There may have been some issues that you're still hanging on to that has some serious hooks in you. And so it's easy to, instead of respond, you react. You're looking through a filter of the past, if you will.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, so you don't have a clearer vision. You're not right there in the present moment because the past, whatever that is, past relationships, hurts, things that happened growing up, is hanging on to you, and you're reacting from that view.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. A lot of times you can use your past experiences, there's no way around it, to deal with a present situation. But if you haven't, if it's been a hurt that you haven't dealt with or healed or learned from, and you're trying to put your bad situations, results of what you learned into the present one, it's not going to help anything. It's not going to improve what you were taught wrong in the past into the present. Am I making any sense yet?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's when you recognize that, I mean, first of all, that's the first step in healing it. But
Recognizing there's a problem.
yeah, you want to address it, you want to heal it, whether it's through forgiveness work, through prayer, through or asking for an outside source that they're again not like a best friend or something, to help you through that, because these are blocks that get in our own way of advancing forward, and they can be very harmful in a relationship if you leave them hanging on. You cannot stuff these feelings because they're going to be there and they're going to bubble up, and unfortunately, instead of responding in certain situations, if you're upset with each other, you're going to respond, and that's going to be a part of that response.
Yeah.
Until it's healed.
Who's going to come up to you, deal with whatever it is. And you're not going to see the present situation clearly.
No. So yeah, wanted to go on to talk about bonding time. Now, when you and I first got together, there's certain things you said that I adored, and I think it's what keeps our relationship so precious. And you would talk about little things that are done that create a bonding time.
Like painting your fingernails. Yeah.
Drawing
all those model
hair.
Cars paid off.
Yeah, didn't you used to take your sister's nail polish and paint them all?
I'd paint the exhaust of my model
So he does
cars.
a good job. He's really precise. Toenails, fingernails, brushing my hair,
brushing your hair,
shampooing my hair.
I don't often shampoo it, but I will
not
brush
shampoo
it and dry it.
Dry it, yes, dry it. Oh, yeah, you shampooed it after the brain surgery. Yeah, that was understandable. But just little things like that, giving each other back rubs. These are all bonding times. They're ways of showing your love for each other and your appreciation. That's real important. This thing about, oh, well, you love me, you should know how I feel, or
you have to communicate.
Yeah.
And there's something between two people that love each other, just a touch, a gentle touch is holding hands, or like when I rub her back or rub her legs at night, just the touch, there's a transference of energy, whether people want to recognize it, believe it or not, it's there.
Hugs, telling each other how much we care and love each other, stealing little kisses in the store, and holding hands.
Don't get crazy with that.
Don't get crazy.
They might call security and have you removed.
Or
not that I've experienced that.
No. All right. If you hear something over the speaker like aisle 10, stop that. So anyway, doing things together is not, well, it is very bonding. I mean, we take walks together, prepare meals together, read, study,
dream together.
Oh, that's important. Pray together. Gosh, we get really goofy together.
Before we turned this on, I was cutting up a little bit.
God. Anyway, it's never boring, let me tell you. But yeah, see, it's important to tell each other that you love each other and you appreciate each other. I think I've even heard where some men say, "Oh, well, she knows how much I love her." I mean, that's ego stuff, and it's like, come on, words are important. Words to hear that are important.
I'm going out to the garage. She knows how much I love her. I'm just going to the garage and give her free time. You need to tell her.
Yeah.
Tell her she looks good in the morning. I think she looks the most beautiful when she first wakes up. She doesn't figure that. Yeah, she doesn't understand that one.
But which brings me to the point. When people first get together, they do so much to look good, to make that person feel awesome, and they take care of their appearance and make sure they're neat, they look good, just people get together, and what happens?
Well, usually the guy starts letting himself go a little bit, and the gut starts a little bit. The gut starts to show up. I got her, so I'll just start not exercising, not going to the gym, not caring about my appearance.
Or women let
Drink more
themselves
beer.
go. Yeah, women let themselves go and they don't take the time to look nice or to take care of their health, which is their body, their figure. I mean,
She looks
this,
beautiful.
well, you look great too, honey, but we won't get into that right now. Anyway, that's behind the scenes. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that's real important. And I'm not passing judgment on people. I know that there's different problems that come up that create things going on in your body, but people don't want to hear this. But everybody is 100% responsibility for their own health. And I know that people are probably going to argue with that, or some people will, because they don't want to see that. They want to say, well, it's because of this, or it's because of this has happened in my life, or this person did this to me, or whatever. I'm sorry, but that's a cop out. Our life, our body doesn't just happen. We have control over what we put in our mouth and in our mind and the words that we speak and the thoughts we think.
Your body is, we've said this before, a willing servant. It doesn't know the difference. If you tell it in something negative, okay, that's the way it is. That's the way you're telling me, so this is the way we're going to react. Body's just going to do what you tell it to.
And if you're in some place in your life, in a situation, and you don't like what you see, either in your body or your surroundings, the reason you're there is because of something you thought about or you really focused on in the past, and that creates the future. And so, but the thing is, you can always change it. If
That's the
there's,
good part. If you can make something wrong happen just by thinking it, you can make something right happen.
You can
fix
change
it.
it.
It's all in your power. Don't give it to somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't say they did it to me. Okay, this is the thing. When you point your finger at someone, you have three fingers pointing back. Yeah. And that says a lot. So yeah, it's take responsibility, 100% responsibility for your own life, your own health, and
You feel better.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when you look in the mirror, you don't want to, hang something over the mirror, or just not look when you walk by when you get out of the shower. Oh, I don't know that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You should be able to look in the mirror and say, you look pretty good for any age.
Yeah, yeah. I think we both are doing quite well. I'm ageless. I am in my late 60s, and you're almost at 60. You have a birthday coming up.
My birthday is going to be the
On
5th,
Easter.
and I'll be 59.
And I'll be 60. Well, I'm 58 now, so I'll be 69 in May.
I want her to be able to look at me and say, he looks pretty good. I'll just love him from the shoulders up. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody, you've got control of your situation and of your body, and it takes time to get somewhere. So it's going to take time to turn things around, but it doesn't mean it's not possible, because it is. Okay. Oh, wow. This was lengthy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like
19 minutes.
I know. I feel like we hit some pretty important topics, especially on relationships, and just sharing what's worked for us.
What works for us. Yeah. We are not doctors, psychologists,
Right,
psychiatrists.
I say that. No. But our own experience. And is a relationship perfect? No, there's some things that we still have to work through, but we're human and human, so.
I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Chemicals don't help anything. They're not going to help a relationship. Well, I'll just ignore it by drinking or smoking or doing some chemical that shuts my brain off. It relaxes me. It doesn't relax you.
And
it just numbs you.
Drinking and smoking does not make you sexy. In fact, it ages you prematurely and you act like a total idiot. So, no, be you without any influence. Just be you naturally. Okay.
Okay.
Well, Treya, move forward with courage and in love. Have a beautiful day. Oh, one more thing. Healthy Living with Dan and Giselle Facebook group. Please check us out. Join us. We got more videos and other good stuff that we offer. We welcome any comments or questions. Okay, I think I'm done now.
Okay.
Okay.
So am I.
Bye.
Bye-bye.